if you're struggling to believe in your manifestation, if you've been struggling to get it and you're starting to lose faith, this is a really good time to try a few of these techniques. The first one is switching from law of attraction to law of assumption. If you're feeling like you are losing faith and you just really don't believe that you're gonna get what you want, maybe it's been a really long time, or maybe you've really struggled to get it, maybe it has been a rough journey and you're just starting to feel like it might not happen, it might not come in. It's a good time to kind of switch gear, and instead of trying to believe that it's gonna happen, just assume that it's already done. Assume that it's already gonna happen. What this is gonna do is it's gonna take a lot of the stress off of this thing. Maybe you've put it on a pedestal, maybe you've put a lot on this, you feel like you have a lot riding on this thing, like it really needs to happen and it has to happen, and there's a lot of that energy of trying to force something to happen even if it's not meant to be, and that can really block the things that you're trying to bring in. So when you switch from the feeling of believing it's going to happen to assuming that it's already done and that it's definitely gonna happen, takes a lot of that stress away, because now you're no longer like worried, is it gonna happen, how is it gonna happen? You're not constantly like stressed out about it, and you can kind of relax and just allow things to proceed the way that it normally does, and just allow things to flow, because you're in a state and a space where you're like, oh, it's already done, I don't have to think about it, I don't have to worry about it. And sometimes taking away all of that force and all of that neediness will allow things to come a lot faster than kind of forcing something to happen when it's not the right time. Another thing you can try is just giving up completely and not thinking about it anymore, and finding something else to kind of think about and to want and to manifest. Sometimes this is exactly what you need if you're just struggling and you're not feeling like it's happening. Just switch gear and move on to something else. Move on to a different aspect, a different area of your life, and just focus on that. Sometimes while you're focusing on something else in the background, the things that you've been wanting will come a lot faster, and it'll feel a lot easier for you than for you to just kind of sit around waiting for this one thing to happen. And it's always funny when you get there, you're gonna look back and think how funny it was, how everything played out and how everything kind of fit together. But it's really not possible to do that from the place of you still wanting it. So switching gear and kind of forgetting about it and putting it on the back burner can be really helpful for you if you're feeling really stuck. And the last part is getting to a state of calmness and getting to a space where you actually feel like you don't need anything in order to be happy or in order to feel fulfilled. And you might have seen a lot of content about this where people are saying that they no longer use any kind of manifestation techniques or any kind of rituals because they feel like they just manifest naturally. And this can happen once you get yourself to a space where you just feel more calm and you feel more relaxed and you feel like you don't need anything. So this happens a lot when you have been practicing law of attraction and practicing manifesting for a while. I think when you're starting out, it's always fun to do the little techniques and the little tricks, and I always like to do them as well. And it depends on who you are. If you get a lot of joy and a lot of pleasure and you think it's fun and you like the little techniques, then definitely continue to do them, because that's really what's more important. But after a while, you might find that you are generally in a better vibration and you're generally in a better mood for most of the time. Maybe you've done a lot of shadow work and you've released a lot of negativity or a lot of negative emotional baggage that you've been holding on to, and you just feel a lot more calm and relaxed, and you feel like you're in a better space than you used to be, and you feel like you don't need anyone or anything in order to be happy, and you feel your confidence building, and you feel like you're a lot more self-assured, you're a lot more confident in your beliefs, and you are able to be your authentic self, and you feel your like people-pleasing tendencies kind of fade away. This is a sign that you're getting to that state where you're able to manifest a lot easier, where you're kind of in flow and you're allowing things to come in because you're also okay with things going out. Like, you realize that things are going to come in, more things are going to come in, and good things are going to come in. So when things go out, when things leave, you're not so like desperate to hold on to it. You're not like worried or anxious. You are just in a state where you're allowing things to happen. And from that space, you're actually going to start to see so many of the things that you've been wanting come in, and it's going to feel so easy, and it'll just feel right. Like when you're not constantly stressed out or anxious or worried about something coming in, when you're not like fixated on certain things, when you're just in a state where you're allowing things to unfold naturally, you'll just feel so much happier, and you're gonna feel like the things that you want come to you so much more easily and so much faster than they used to. And something that really helps you get to this state and get to this space is not just thinking about the things that you're grateful for, but almost listing them out and thinking about all of the reasons why it makes you so happy and so grateful. And doing this for the things that you currently have in your life already. Gratitude is one of the most elevating feelings that you can have. And if you can get yourself to a place where you feel grateful and you feel feelings of gratitude throughout the day, for the majority of your day, when you really appreciate the little things and it's become this habit and you're just so grateful for all of the little things that you have in your life, that will really help you get to that space where you're manifesting with ease, where everything comes to you easily, where you don't feel like you have to work for it or you have to do a bunch of things to get it to come to you. It'll just feel a lot more natural. And it can start with something so little, like maybe your dog. Like maybe you just think she's really cute and she has such a good personality, and that's why you feel so grateful to have her. Maybe she's very loving or very needy, and you just think it's the most adorable thing, and it brings you so much joy and happiness and gratitude and love. Love is another powerful feeling that can really help you get to that space, to that level of calmness. And it's not always love for like other people or other things. Like if you can get yourself to a place where your feelings of self-love are so intense and you just have so much faith and so much confidence in who you are, and you're just so reassured in yourself. Basically, you are seeking validation internally versus externally, and that's where a lot of the people-pleasing tendencies will kind of fall away and fade away, because you're no longer seeking validation from other people, from other things, from material items, because you know that you are confident in who you are, and you know that you truly love yourself, and you don't need anything, and you don't need anyone or any kind of material items to make you feel a certain way, to make you feel confident, to make you feel happy and fulfilled. That's a really helpful thing for you to do, to practice gratitude and to practice self-love. Okay, that's it for today's little video. I hope that you found value in this. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this with someone who might also find it to be impactful, and I will see you next time. Bye!